here's how to add an FAQ section to any article you generate with Journalist. So for example, if we open up these ones right here, click view, this is one about trees, has of course the featured image, title, table of contents, H2s, H3s as in-article images, internal links, external links. But let's say here on the footer, we'd want to add an FAQ, right? Maybe this is an article about something that we want to put on our site and we want to add the frequently asked questions based, of course, on all this context from the article. So here's how we can do that. So first things first is you go to generate articles, then click on preset mode because the simple mode isn't enough for that, nor the titles mode. So we got to click on the preset mode. Now you can edit the preset that you already have. So if you have presets created, just go on presets and then edit yours, which you can do, but we can do just a new preset, going here, clicking create new preset. So let's call this our or my FAQ preset, right? So like I said before, you can generate content based on 3 unique models. Let's do specific titles and let's do how to build a rocket. That's our title. You can put unlimited titles, let's just put one on here. Let's do English. Let's turn up the creativity level. Let's put an academic tone of voice. You can put anything you want here. And let's forget about internal linking. Let's forget about external linking. Let's forget about images as well. We don't want any images. I mean, we can do some images if we like. Let's not do formatting. And what matters here is the structure tab. So this is where you can add your FAQ section. So what you do is click on toggle this on, right? Let's add 6 headings, which is the max you can add. And if you leave this blank, these are going to be generated by AI, but we want one of them, at least the final one, to be generated by us. So let's do frequently asked questions, right? And we can do an H3, like for example, it could be, or instead of me thinking about it, let's just leave it blank, right? And let's do this like that, and we're ready to go, right? So let's close this down. Let's create our new preset, and then let's go here. Of course, in our presets tab, we'll have our own preset right here. We just created my FAQ preset. Click on generate articles. Again, preset mode. Select the preset we just created, this one, and then click on generate. Now, because on this preset, we chose the generative mode for title based. So like I said before, there's 3 modes. There's the context based where you give it a business description, there's the keyword based where you give it keywords, and then there's the title based where you give it titles, and it will generate content based on those titles. So all the article right here, the title, featured image, the table of contents, the H2s, the H3s, all the content, right? All the internal links, all the external links, all that, all the little features here. Of course, in this case, we don't have external links, we don't have internal links, we do have images, but all this will be created based on the title you give it, right? All the generation here is going to be it's going to all stem from the title we just gave it, right? Except also, of course, the last paragraph here, the H2, is the one that we forced, right? Manually forced, right? So let's just see here, get how to build a rocket. It is the most creative title, right? But it's still here. It still is here with the proper H3s, H2s, images, in-article images. But if you scroll down here, as you can see here, this is the one we forced. We only forced this, right? This is the only one that had manual input, right? This is AI input, and this is AI input as well as the, of course, all the rest of the article up there and the images. So with this, we forced journalists to, based on all this article, taking into account all this context, and taking into account that we wanted to add an FAQ section, right? They took it into their own hands. And for example, let's read here what it says. Frequently asked questions, FAQ, how long does it take to build a rocket? And of course, it answers that question. Now, if you, of course, wanted more, so we have this H2 here, and we have the question. If you wanted more, and the answer, of course, right? Sorry about that. That's the answer here, and that's the question. If we wanted more questions right here with answers below, what we do is simply, and I'll go over an example exactly how to do it, go to presets again. This time we can go and edit the preset, right? Click on structure, and then just add more H3s, right? Now we have 3s. Let's click save, and let's go to generate articles again. Preset mode, select the preset, my FAQ preset, and then generate the article again. Just going to wait a few seconds here. But what's going to do is, again, with the article, right, All this up top, right, it's going to be AI generated with images. All the things you see up top are going to be AI generated, except the little H2 right here, the one that we just wrote, the FAQ, frequently asked questions FAQ. This is going to be human input. Let's put an H here, human input. But then all the questions and answers below, questions and answers are going to be AI generated. So let's scroll down here. And you can see on the FAQ, this is a little bug, should be just a second before it loads. But with the frequently asked questions, again, we added 3, right? And he wrote it for us. How long does it take to build a rocket? Question with answer. Question, what safety precautions should be taken during a rocket construction? That's the question. That's the answer, right? Can rockets be reused? That's the question. That's the answer. So that's exactly how you can create an FAQ section. Again, by going to the presets and clicking, again, I'll show you again, presets. It's pretty straightforward. Let's edit it. Go to contents or go to structure. Add all the 6, or I mean, you can add more around here. You can add all the 6 H1s. You don't have to be 6. You can add 4 or 5. How many you like. But then on the FAQ section, add all of these 3 H3s, because each one of these will be individually a question. And of course, generate the question, and then it's going to generate the answer. So that's exactly how you do it. That's how you create an FAQ section leveraging Journalist.